Essay on Reading Facing Complex Inner Selves with Courage, Ingeborg Bachmann's Malina for those lacking knowledge and cultivation. Are you perhaps repelled by the mere mention of the word book, thinking it is difficult or boring? Or do you feel uncertain about where to start reading, even if you understand its necessity, and worried about not understanding the content? It's okay. Reading is never the exclusive domain of special people. It is simply one of the richest ways to indirectly experience the human heart and the diverse world. Today, I would like to introduce you to a book that may be far from what you consider easy, but through this book, you will discover a surprising understanding of your own self, unseen until now, and the deep inner world of humanity. It is the novel Malina by Austrian author Ingeborg Bachmann. This book might disorient readers expecting a simple and clear plot. It offers a mystical and, at times, painful experience, much like dreaming or glimpsing the depths of one's own mind. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that the book's true value shines. Isn't there always a complex tangle of emotions in our hearts, difficult to explain and hard to understand? Malina invites us on a courageous journey to explore this invisible world within. 1. Malina, the portrait of a labyrinth-like inner world. Malina is the story of an unnamed female writer. Though she lives with the man she loves, Ivan, his love fails to satisfy her and instead brings confusion and pain. When she is with Ivan, the woman constantly feels uneasy and incomplete, so she also lives with another man, Malina. Unlike Ivan, Malina is calm, rational, and plays the role of an assistant in supporting her writing. At first glance, it might appear to be the story of a woman surrounded by two men, but this novel is certainly not a simple romantic triangle. Ivan and Malina are both real characters and also symbolic representations of the various aspects of the narrator-writer's self. Ivan represents the passionate and emotional side of the female writer, the deep longing for love, anxiety, and her dependent self. While he fascinates her, he also causes her pain and suppresses her true self. We often encounter someone who draws us in passionately, yet within that relationship, we lose ourselves or get hurt. Ivan acts as a mirror reflecting such human weakness and longing. Malina is the rational and orderly part of her, enabling her writing and intellectual activities. He helps her organize her chaotic feelings and forces her to confront reality. But too much rationality might also seem to suppress her delicate sensitivity and femininity. We always hold a combination of warm emotions and cold rationality within us, constantly in conflict and striving for harmony. Malina represents our rational efforts to balance these opposing forces. The female writer, narrator, she struggles and wanders between Ivan and Malina, searching for her identity. As a writer, she wants to write, yet suffers deeply from the conflict between the role society expects of women and her inner desires. Her story is an indistinct blend of dreamlike scenes and reality, pulling readers into her inner world. This novel progresses not through clear events, but through the psychological states of the characters, the flow of their consciousness, and through dreams and fantasies. Sometimes, cruel and painful memories of her past, especially those from her childhood, appear in the form of dreams, tormenting her. All this represents a fierce battle within the mind of one woman and the reflection of the profound question, who am I, and how should I live? 2. Deep insights, implications, of Malina. What meaning can this complex novel offer to us, especially those of you who may be unfamiliar with reading? Rather than providing the fun of following a plot, Malina offers deep reflection and questions. Who am I? The exploration of self-identity. Malina depicts the painful journey of the female narrator seeking her own identity. She constantly struggles between the role society expects of women, the self dependent on a loved one, and her independent self as a writer. We all ask ourselves, who am I? The version of me at work, at home, among friends, and alone might each slightly differ. Malina shows us how complex and, at times, painful it is to accept these various aspects of ourselves and to find the real me among them. Reading this book allows you to reflect on the diverse selves within you. The duality of love, salvation, or destruction. The relationship with Ivan dramatically illustrates how love can entangle and even destroy a person. Love brings us great joy and happiness, but it also casts dark shadows of anxiety, jealousy, and dependence. The narrator loses her voice while clinging to Ivan's love and suffers from his absence. Malina questions what true love is and what efforts we should make for a healthy relationship. By confronting the complex and sometimes cruel face of love, we also reflect on our relationships with others and ourselves. The sadness of the voiceless, silence and language. As a writer, the narrator struggles to express her true feelings and thoughts in words. She shows how difficult it is for a woman to expose her own experiences and pain to the world. Her writing becomes both her way of survival and a source of frustration. Around us, there are many people who feel frustrated or suffer because they cannot express their thoughts or emotions well. Malina profoundly explores the grief of those who have lost their voices, highlighting the power and limits of language, and how silence can sometimes speak more than words. The shadows of the past, unhealed wounds. In the novel, the narrator repeatedly suffers from nightmares of her childhood, particularly the trauma stemming from her relationship with her father. These shadows from the past constantly haunt her and influence her actions and emotions. This book reminds us how past scars control our present and how important it is to face and heal them. What past experiences are silently holding us back without us realizing. Malina encourages us to bravely confront those invisible threads. The blurring of boundaries, the ambiguity between reality and fantasy. Malina moves across the boundaries of reality and dreams, reason, and madness. The narrator's inner world is so powerful that it overwhelms external reality. This ambiguity prompts readers to ask, what is truth? And is what I see and feel truly everything? Sometimes we feel uncertain whether our pain or confusion arises from reality or is created by our inner world. This book presents the complex human mental world as it is and expands our experiences. In the end of the novel, the narrator-writer disappears into the wall. Her emotional and vulnerable self vanishes, leaving only Malina, who says, "It was murder, es war mord." This shocking ending allows for various interpretations. It may represent the female self or femininity repressed by society, ultimately leading to death, or it could be the tragedy of the emotional self vanishing while only the rational self remains. Regardless of the interpretation, this ending makes readers deeply reflect and question what should disappear and remain in our lives. 3. Reading, a difficult yet beautiful journey. Malina is undeniably a challenging book. Filled with complex sentences, ambiguous plots, and deep symbols, it might initially feel overwhelming. However, if you manage to read through the book, you will experience an extraordinary journey into the depths of a human soul. This book does not offer clear answers. Instead, it raises countless questions and encourages you to find your own answers. This is the true power of the book and all great literary works. Through the suffering and confusion of the characters in the novel, we examine our own inner selves and reconsider the meaning of life. Reading is sometimes like a marathon. It can be hard and tiring at first, but the sense of accomplishment and understanding you gain at the end is irreplaceable. Malina will be a great companion on that long journey. Through this book, you will gain a deeper understanding of your emotions, empathize with the complex inner worlds of others, and experience a valuable journey toward broader and richer thoughts. So don't be afraid. If you feel ready to step into the new world of books, open Ingeborg Bachmann's Malina. As you turn each page, you may discover another unfamiliar yet captivating aspect of yourself. This book will serve as a powerful intellectual stimulus, awakening your inner self and raising new questions about life. I truly hope that through reading, your life becomes richer and more fulfilling.